What's good, Dave?
Good, man. I'm doing well. So first, I just got to say thank you, man. Like I know you hear that a lot, but like for real, like a lot of stuff that you've put out, books, the content deck, like completely changed my business and helped me help a lot of people, which I'll kind of make clear in my question. So for real, thank you.
Happy
Um,
to do it, brother.
but yeah, man, it's crazy. You were talking about the humanity footprint yesterday. Like that's what my question's kind of about, and that's pretty much what I started my business. So can I give you like a little bit of context because it's kind of a big situation. So my whole life has been in the sport of gymnastics. Right, I competed. I'm a coach. I went to physical therapy school, and I have pretty much spent all of my time working as a medical provider and also as a coach. Right, so 2013, I started an online educational business because the sport just desperately needs like help for new ideas and working in the medical field. It's like important that people know what the new science is and stuff. So I really just did it because I wanted to help people because like a lot of kids in the sport get hurt, overuse injuries. Like there's a lot of concerns about like pushing young kids for like their Olympic dream and college scholarships and stuff. So yeah, it just started like kind of as a fun thing and it blew up because of again like the content model helped me get more material. I'm not a businessman, I'm not a marketer, I'm a practitioner in physical therapy. That's what I'm good at. So it
Talk to
just
me about talk to me about soft tissue.
yeah, man. So all right, I had this at the end of my things, so thank you. But when I texted my question in, like my shit is like back pain, shoulder pain, like that's what I'm good at. So the offer is on the table. If you ever want help with your back, like I'm more than happy to do it, no strings attached. But soft tissue is one of the most important things. There's a couple other things that
Super underrated, right?
for real, yeah, I think like a lot of people don't realize it's one of those things that like creeps up on you and like you don't realize it's a problem and then it's a problem. Like,
And you don't even realize it's happening
exactly, yeah. So a lot of
until you
people,
actually go at it. You're like, whoa, why does that hurt so much?
yeah, for sure. So there's stuff between like soft tissue is really important. Like
What else do you love?
so changing up your movement is super important. Like if you sitting's not bad for you. It's just reversing like what you're doing. Like so, like laying on your stomach is really important for a while. If like you sit all day, like I used to blow up my back because I would read a lot, and so laying on your stomach for a couple emails or like doing some back bends and stuff. That's real.
And are you also like a personal trainer?
Yeah, so I'm a gymnastics coach, a strength conditioning coach, and then I have my doctorate in physical therapy, and I'm a sports certified therapist. Yeah.
So one thing that's been running through my mind, I'm in love with what's going on with my situation right now. I had Mike Vacanti for 2 years, then I had Jordan for 3 years, and I have Mike again. But I do think about like, man, I should probably start to get to know a person or two in case Mike, like, would you ever live with me for a year or two?
Probably not live with because I got a ton of stuff going on my own. But
totally get it.
We just built the telehealth infrastructure at our. We have a really big.
No, I need living.
Yeah, no, I
keep doing your thing. All right, go into your question.
Couldn't live with you, but yeah. So long story short is I've worked all three jobs for 7 years, just like going hard because it's just like a rare opportunity to help a lot of people, and so I feel like the sport is changing and I want to kind of capitalize on that. And so things were going well for 4 years, grew real awesome. But then in 2016, I don't know if you know about this, but we had like the biggest scandal in sport history. Yeah.
Right. The Michigan State shit.
Yeah. The doctor and all that stuff. So, the whole world got tipped on its head and it was awful. And it was like, it cut real deep for me and a lot of my friends because I coach a lot of young athletes and I'm a medical provider. I work with these athletes. So I was lucky that the work that I had done put me in a position where like here in the country, international, like a lot of people, like snap of a finger, like 10,000 eyeballs on me asking if I could help. And I had been putting up tons of free content because I kind of follow what you believe. And we do monetize, like I have like some courses and stuff, an online membership group, but it's always been like bare minimum just to do the right thing for me.
I understand.
And so it happened and turned over. And like now it's like a huge thing. It's like everyone's changing. There's a lot of abuse, like scandals that are going on now. They're resolving. There's so many good people that want to do the right thing, but don't have information. So that's where I feel like my humanity footprint is to like make a dent in that for the positive. And so I've always had this question, but it's more now because of like the severity of what's changing is what's the balance between I want to give it all away for free because I don't pull money from the business. I live off my physical therapy career and my coaching career and like just live real boring versus like holding on to the money, selling the content so that I can use that to like hire people or like,
both are fine. Like, I know that I sometimes over demonize selling content, but it's because so many people sell bad content and even worse, so many people sell content that they rip off from the internet somewhere else and they just try to do funnels and do marketing. If your intent is clearly good, like I might decide to sell content one day because I feel great about it. It's don't sell something you don't believe in.
Yeah.
And also recognize, don't be mad at the world when they're not buying your shit when they can go Google it.
Totally.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess to follow up, it's more like on the actual tactics of like if I do hold on to money, which I'm fine with, and I don't mind charging for like consulting services or like my physical therapy services we charge for. But like when I have money, like do I put it into like hiring people? Like I did it all for myself for 6 years. Then I hired somebody last year just to go bigger. But it's more like into finances of that versus like if I give away the information, like, and it's all out there, like it's clearly going to start to like chip away at my bottom line and stuff. And so I struggle personally with.
No, it's not, because it's going to lead to leverage, which may turn you into monetizing it in a different way.
Yeah.
If the world loves you for giving away great information, if the world loves you for giving away great information, and back to like soft tissue, if you decide to come out with your own rolling ball with your beautiful bald head on it, you're gonna make more money on that fucking ball than you're gonna make on the fucking information.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on like giving away content and then monetizing just consulting services? I thought about that.
I'm
like
obsessed with that.
Yeah. Like, would that be a better option? Because I've thought about dissolving my, like the medical courses, you kind of need to have those live or in person because it's like a safety thing. You have to know how to treat something well. But like on my coaching education group, I could just give everything away for free and be like, all right, if you want to do, you know, like a university like wants me to come in, or like a country like wants me to fly over and do it, like I could do that, but then I struggle with like
it's short and long term. It's short and long term, right? It's also against how you want to make your money.
Yeah.
There is no right answer to this. There's what's right for you.
Okay.
Honestly, which is liberating, right?
Yeah.
You know, but you also have to be good at it. You might be way, way, way better at doing consulting and personal and then speaking and maybe creating a roller product. You know that stick that bends, the white stick? You know, like again, like I think there's a lot of opportunity, you know, back to like I'm not kidding. Like if you're so great, which I kind of weirdly think you are, I literally just offered you like the biggest thing in my world around fitness on intuition.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could make $100,000 a year on a mat that people lay down and lay on their stomach on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me with wine. Like if people are going to buy a mat anyway.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy that gave like Dave, do you drink wine? Tell the truth now. Don't lie.
So I don't drink a lot of wine, but I did buy empathy and give it to my mom.
I love you. That's the answer, right? Like if you like, for me, all these fuck faces that are watching right now, the people that come here every day for the last 5 years, get free content in perpetuity, and yet still go to a Bevmo or a Binny's or an HEB or a Costco or a Total Wine or go to wine.com and buy their wine. That's devastating. I want to break their face. Cue the wine text URL, Dustin. But so many more than those people that somehow have not clicked yet to like, wait, I'm buying wine anyway. Why wouldn't I buy it from the person that's bringing me the most value in the world for free? And so, but you have to have the stomach. Like, Dustin, put it back up. But Dave, you have to have the stomach for people to let you down.
Yeah.
You know, like I know as I'm reading all these comments, people that have literally taken my stuff and made money. And obviously Texas, Michigan, under 21, outside the US, you're all excluded. But there's people right now that are like, oh shit, like genuinely, it just hit them finally, even though they've watched for 60 days here. They're like, right, why would I buy from wine.com? Why would I buy a Total Wine? Like, why in the world would I not buy from Gary? And the best part is, I've had Wine Library the whole time. The reason I'm pushing Wine Tech so hard is because it's such a good deal.
Yeah.
And you could do the same thing.
Yeah.
You can make such a good product that you believe in, and all that free content you put out led to all of them buying from you that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess the last thing that I'll let you go is like the other thing that works really well in our world is, I don't know if you have this on the media side, is like people can get the information, but they want to pay you to see how you apply it. They want to see you treat people. They want to see you actually coach people. So I feel like that probably is like, that would sit the most well with me, is like, here it is for free. If you want to actually get my opinion, then like, that's cool.
Love it. You
Cool.
got it, Dave. Cool.
Thanks, man.
2 things real quick. Great question. What happened?